Sorry, did you put the Zoom link in WhatsApp? Because Francis was asking me.
Yeah, so it's if you tell it I'll tell you, lomentor.com, and then the password is mortgages. I'll drop it in here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yo. All right, guys. So we're gonna have a couple people straggle in here and there. I appreciate you guys. Um, we have got a lot to catch up on. I know it's been almost a month since we've seen each other's. So couple changes that have happened. Some of you guys have already gotten some sneak peeks behind the scenes. We have completely updated the website directly. Now, if you guys go to theelevatedalliance.com, you're going to automatically come to this homepage. Okay. And I'm going to go through this literally section by section, line by line, and then I'm going to go over some of the really cool stuff that we've organized and kind of share where we've kind of started building this out. So again, a little bit about the website. I think it's super clean in terms of accessibility. Now, whenever you guys want to get access to the vault, we no longer need to go to a Google Drive. You guys are going to be able to enter your full name, your email, your phone number, and you're going to get access to all the information. Okay. So it's a lot easier. I know it gets confusing as to what's the link and what's not. Okay. Now, I know a lot of us, again, the whole purpose of this, I meet with most of you guys individually already. If you guys click on this, book a strategy session, it's going to take you to my calendar to book a session. Remember, I don't charge $1 for any of this stuff, right? It's sharing the strategies that we're doing to help out. If you guys go to right there, the Elevated Alliance AI, that's the custom AI bot that we built with everything that we plugged in. So in case you missed something and you say, hey, can you give me a recap of what Abdel talked about when it comes to chat, simple one-on-one, you'll be able to do so. Okay. Explore services. If you want, there's chairs in that closet over there to lay out. If you hit explore services, it's going to take you guys to, obviously pretty self-explanatory, the services tab. That's going to go a little bit more further into what I'm expecting us to cover over the next few meetings, right? We talk a lot about SOPs and process mapping, and I might go too fast. So the goal is to share what we think of when we think of SOPs, right? Right? What the standard operating procedures are and what we actually use to build it out. Okay. So then that way we'll go line by line by line, going over everything. CRM automation. So most of us here use a CRM. I think where some of us sometimes will run into issues is where do I start, right? My company told me that I need to get KV Core or Lofty or Chime or whatever different CRMs, Salesforce that you guys use. We're going to go over these type of topics, operational dashboards and so on. So I won't go through it for the sake of time, but you'll go through even more of some of the things that we've organized. Again, about us, some of the stuff I have organized in here too, all the different stuff that we've gone over, which I'll go over really quickly. We've built out basically these 6 different websites for our team. It's all correlated back, obviously, to mortgages. But now, if you're somebody out there who is looking to just potentially learn about the mortgage process, or specifically for you guys to learn strategies, if you guys go to the library, once again, you'll log in, you'll get access to all of our stuff immediately. Okay. So Got Mortgages University will give you guys access to all that. If you wanted to learn about our team, obviously gotmortgages.com. Our partners, this is for really all of you guys who are learning to see, well, why should we work with Abdel and our team? These are all the different value offerings down to our partner programs and some of the different strategic avenues that we're building out behind the scenes for clients and executing on it. Okay. A big part, as you guys know, we started a foundation several years ago. It's not connecting. Okay, so this is our foundation. I was sharing it with Sabrina, who is with Vitali. They have their Happy Smiles Foundation. Ours is specifically more or less geared on my end towards education. So the reason why we're meeting today and not tomorrow is because I have to go to Rahway and we're speaking to kids in the ROTC in the military about education and what they need to do, whether they're getting back to civilian life or they're leaving, and some of the stuff that we have on there. So a lot of different things on there. The cool part that we've built out too And this is cool that you guys can even use is if you're presenting and usually you want to keep it interactive. We built out games and quizzes and different questions that they can immediately go in there. We've got our partners. I'm a part of First Home IQ, which is why we're in Washington last week. You could literally build and play it. So if you guys are just at home or whatever, there's a Jeopardy game if you wanted to play with your kids and stuff like that. Where spending smart for 300, they would click it, they'd be able to answer it, show the answer, and there's cool little points out there, right? So kind of keeping it interactive, but at the same time allowing them the opportunity to be able to track it, right? Different programs and things like that, workshops. If you guys have someone interested in looking to do workshops, or you know somebody, as we've talked about, push them to this website. They'll be able to get all that stuff in, and then we'll be able to get different programs and things like that from there, right? The podcast. So most of you guys have already come. Some of you guys have been on the podcast. I know Drew just came on. This is our new website for the podcast. If you guys go to episodes, you'll be able to see all the various different episodes that we have shot with everybody. If you're looking for yours curiously, although it's been emailed, if you hit watch, it will take you directly to the YouTube channel link that will route you back to all the different ones. If you've done it with one of our loan officers, we're at 657 videos, right? So a lot of different content and videos and stuff. If you go to listen, this is just the audio part of it. And I think we're at like 197 videos for that stuff, right? So a lot of different content that we're pushing out more that is going to definitely get a little bit more exposure to your individual business as well. Okay. Bringing it back. And then obviously, most of you guys know I also have a school. So for those getting their license, we're in the process of working on getting our CEs for real estate agents too. George is aware of that as well. So we're putting that application in with the state. So we'll be able to do CEs for real estate agents as well, collaborating with one another to help out, especially next year for those of you guys know, realtors need to renew their CEs next year. So that way we'll be able to host some of these masterminds and then obviously be able to give back to the agents as well. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Anybody have any questions? We're good. Cool. So now on the coaching side, again, as you guys know, I say it several times. This is not a revenue play for me. I do not charge $1 for this. It's going over different strategies and stuff. If you guys want, it's very hard for us to be able to like try to like make it as simple and basic as possible because I think we're all in different phases of our careers. So if you want that one-on-one, or again, the cliche saying if there's no stupid questions is true, right? But if you want to do a little bit more of a one-on-one, we'll usually jump on for about 30 minutes. And then as some of you guys can attest, right, we'll usually check in and see how everything is going with accountability structures, right? So now the fun part, is that you? So that yeah. All right. So now when you guys want to log in, right? So for example, if you guys want to go to theelevatealliance.com/resources, right? Everybody do me a favor. If you guys go to that, yep, theelevatealliance.com, and then click on the resources tab. What's that? It didn't email it to you? Really?
It emailed me. I did it.
Got it?
Maybe check your spam or something.
Yeah, or maybe try a different email. Maybe your company email has it blocked.
Why is that letting us go through this?
Mine was in my spam.
Okay.
What? Trying to spam.
Damn, I was just spammed already. I just built this bitch. We have had a lot of people logging into this stuff too.
What's the password?
Gorilla One money sign is the Wi-Fi password.
All small?
Capital G.
Gorilla?
Gorilla One money sign.
Never get phone calls.
All right. Was everybody able to log in?
Yeah.
You got in? Oh, I should probably request it, right? I'm like, why am I not getting the code? So now when you guys hit that, it's going to send you the code. You'll be able to immediately get the code, usually pretty quick. Everybody got in? So mine is 74341. We're all in? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now when you guys go in, it's going to open up to this strategy vault. This can be looked at both on your cell phones and your computers. So as you guys go down now, it's going to open up, and I tried to organize it as simple as possible. Everything that we have gone over last year, 2025. So task elimination, growth and delegation, social exposure, reflection, unfuck your business, business prep, post networking. There's a lot in here, right? Now, the really cool part is, say you don't want to dig through because you don't remember where it is, search for resources. Let's search for profit. Everything in here that we've talked about profitability, if you click on this potential folder, it will take you to that exact document of where we've talked about further about profitability metrics, and it's going to allow you the ability to download it. And now you'll be able to have access to that content that we just did and be able to see it accordingly. Cool. So now if we go back here, 2026, are you good, Mark?
I'm on it, but now, with I apologize, the access code.
It sent it to you? They emailed it to you or no? You want to give them a hand sign?
This one?
We're good. While he's working on that, everybody got it? You guys are good here? Yep. You guys on Zoom? You guys are good? Thumbs up.
I'm still waiting on the access code, but with our system, I might need to put in my personal.
Yeah, you probably got to put your personal email because it's some of it flags it for depending on the compliance of your organization. But all right, so we're gonna go here. So today we're gonna go over bare literally my definition of 101. So please tell me to stop if you guys think I'm moving too fast. All right. So the first thing we've talked about time and time again of I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys the importance of AI and ChatGPT and all that stuff, right? That I think is, 6 months ago, a year ago. What I want to share with us today is how we've been using AI from a calendar integration perspective. Okay. So does everybody here have ChatGPT? And I started with ChatGPT because I think that's probably the 101, right? Everybody has. So how many of us here have it connected to our calendar? None of us. Okay, one of us. Good. So does everybody here use like Google Calendar for the most part? Google Calendar or Outlook? I felt like Google is the most common one. Okay. So everybody do me a favor and go to your ChatGPT. So if you guys go to your chatgpt.com or whatever, it should open up. So now we're going to go step by step. Let me download this and then open it up so it's easier. Did the same thing, but all right, we're going to go step by step. So, all right, so the purpose of this is we're going to connect our calendar in ChatGPT. So for those of us who are watching this after or you're not watching it here, right? There's literally step by step. I broke it down for us as to where you guys need to go. Okay. Obviously, before you start, you need to have in this case, Google account. Outlook works the same way. So step one, everybody's got their chat open. Okay. So open your ChatGPT, sign into your account, click on your profile picture, which is usually on the corner right, and then hit settings. We're all there? All right. So everybody got that? Yep. So now click on your apps and hit explore apps. Yep.
You have to be in a paid chat.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. No. I can tell you guys there if you're using any sort of technology, whether it's AI or whatever, you have to get the paid version. Yeah. 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 It's I don't know how much I think it's $20.
Yeah.
$20. Is it 8 now? Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was 20, but maybe it is 8. I'll tell you guys, super important because the way I look at it is this is my analogy of how I explain it is would you guys rather have summer interns and get constantly new interns, or would you rather have a salaried employee that as you've taught them once, it's a different flow? Because you guys got to understand this stuff is moving ridiculously fast. Like when I talked about this in Dallas in October, and when I go back again in Dallas, it's completely different. In like two months, it's different. It's very quickly. So everybody else got it? We're in there. So now you guys are going to go to search apps and you're going to search for, in this case, your Google Calendar. We're good? For those of you guys on Zoom, if you're not, just stop me just because I have you guys cornered on the right. But cool. So you hit there and then mine is already connected, but you would hit connect. You're connected? Good. Everybody else is good? Great. So now we'll continue going on. So we did the connection. I'm not going to go over here further, obviously, in terms of just what you guys need to do, but you want to review your permission. You want to give complete permission for it and stuff like that. And then I'm going to talk about after this, what's called projects, which I'm sure most of you guys know, and the importance of that. These are different stuff if it's not coming up, right? Refresh your web application. Maybe you're connecting the wrong Google domain, which is very common, right? If you guys ever connect your Google account, if you have multiple Google accounts, make sure you look at the corner right on your laptop. It will tell you specifically which account you're connecting, right? Now, the importance again of let me know when somebody has their calendar connected that didn't have it before. You're good? Perfect. So do you have meetings in your calendar, obviously, right? Yep, perfect. So now do me a favor, go to your just ChatGPT regular. And then go to like your chat and say, hey, what meetings do I have going on for the day?
What meetings do I have going on for the day?
Should probably say for my calendar, but you should be smart enough to pick it up.
You can talk to Google Calendar.
Yep.
Here's your date today.
Boom. So just like that, right? Is everybody else good? We're good? Now do this, Chucky. Say, can you set a reminder for every morning you're an early riser like me, at 5 a.m. to email me, reminding me of what I have going on for the day?
Oh, cool. Please send me a reminder every morning at 7 a.m. what my day looks like.
He's at 5.
I'll say 6. Creating tasks, love it. Got it. Send you a rundown every day morning at 6 a.m.
Just like that, right? So normally we're signing up assistants and stuff like that to remind you. This is now reminding you right there and then. Cool. How's everybody else doing? Yes. You signed up? Okay. Go to your settings, go to apps.
You have to go in ChatGPT though.
Oh.
You're We're gonna ask him the same questions he's gonna ask you. All right, so when we get to apps,
Yes.
I've hit search apps. Right, I'm looking for Google, what is it?
Google Calendar.
Google Calendar. Yeah. And what happens?
Google Calendar is not showing up. It should. All right. Sorry.
Oh, like, Google Calendar.
It doesn't even give me my Google Calendar.
Before I go to check.
Yeah, start your Google
Calendar.
Oh.
All I got in here is I got Microsoft Outlook.
No, absolutely.
Have a flashlight? Do you have Google?
What flashlight?
You have your pocket. Joe?
Oh, it's on.
We send up, it's a page.
My Google. I don't know.
And you got the paid version? Try to log out and log, or you just logged into the paid version.
And when you say go fix like a to Google, you get me there, that's fine.
Yeah, you have.
So-
No, it says log out. Try to-
Set that as your.
Oh, so I'm talking about.
That's what I meant by that.
I don't know the restriction. You
You
have Go or Pro?
I just go just.
Yeah, I guess I didn't do.
Did you go or pro?
I did try.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm at Safari.
If I get this from
No, you're connected, right?
From your.
Personal assistant, your chat and ask. What have asked that I have on
I know that I'm doing inspections. I even put a picture of the item, because I just can't tell what it is.
Yeah.
No, I use Claude. You should use that. Yeah. You get the compliment. My son is like that, yeah. I was talking about. No, they treated me really well.
No.
I will make better animation. There you go. One doesn't.
You're good?
Oh, shit. Forget it.
Hey, man.
It just saves. That's amazing.
So now you could set that morning reminder, like I did with Chucky, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever it is. And now the way
I
it,
missed that part. What'd you do with Chucky?
in your chat, just say, can you remind me every morning at 5 a.m. what I have going on for the day?
Was anybody able to do it with the push version?
No. I can't
I
even.
don't
Del-
think you.
Abdel?
Yes.
Is there any way to, because I use my Apple Calendar, I don't really use my Google. Is there any way to link that?
You can connect it with Apple. There has to be a way. It should be the same way. I would search, does it run Apple? Let's try.
No,
I mean,
see
it definitely
Apple
feeds
Music.
off. It definitely feeds off it. I just don't know if it's called Apple. Let's go settings, apps, explore.
It might be like iCalendar or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
you might be right.
Yeah, I typed that, it doesn't come up, and the only thing that comes up Apple is music. I'll look. If you don't, I thought maybe you would know. If you don't know, I'll research it.
Waiting to hear from you. We look over regularly. They just look He's like, I didn't hear from him. He was saying he wants my business. He's in charge of the, just so you know, I do the buy, sell.
So I guess it looks like it's only integrated with Google and Outlook.
Okay. Thank you.
Now you're in there. Now go to your. Yeah, so. Now go to your chat. I already absolutely. I did it this way. Not regularly.
Okay, so Gina, I think you and I have a potential one-on-one together that we're looking to schedule.
Yes, I'm gonna actually do it today.
I'll help you. So Zapier, I'll set it up for you. So Zapier is like a connection. It's like a middleman. If it's not connected on one, it will put it together, and then we'll be able to push it into it for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. Is everybody else good? No? Drew, you got yours? Paid version?
Right.
Do I have to download Google Calendar? Is that my problem?
No, if you're using Google Calendar, you should be good.
Yeah, I'm on my computer, it's like the laptop I grabbed this morning, so it's.
All right, so we'll move on for the sake of time, but so that's that on the calendar side. Okay. Now you guys will notice in mine, on my side as an example, I have a lot of projects, right? So book club, auditing your business, calendar, step-by-step guide, profitability, schedule E, which is in my world when we're calculating somebody's rental income, our podcast, our briefs, our my workouts, right? And so on and so forth. So everything is in here. Who could tell me the importance of why you set up projects?
You have to keep everything organized, and ChatGPT in that project learns and keeps all that information, and you can tell it to do things, and it'll go back and take the information that it already has on that project.
Exactly. So how many times when we ask or do something, right? Whether it's, again, think of it as an employee. We tell an employee to do something and they did it so well. And then you come back a month later and you tell them to do the same thing and they don't do it the way they did it before, right? Let's just be honest. We're humans, right? This is the exact same way within this specific tool of a project. And it's very, very simple to set up, guys. You guys can go under your chat, go to your project, start it as simple as profitability, social media captions. If you guys go here, I gave us what I recommend are the top projects to look at. So content, obviously, everybody here says, I don't know what we're going to talk about. You guys will be able to put it all in here. You guys can revert back to when we did the Elevated Alliance. And if you guys don't remember what to talk about specifically, you can go here. Gina. If you guys just search, for example, prompts, these are all the prompts that we've gone over before in the past. I don't think it gets easier than this, guys. Remember when we ran the competitor AI prompts, right? I think we got a lot of positive feedback from there. The strategy prompts, the prompts for budgeting and financial advice, sales, social media is a big one, right? So this is what we're talking about for social media. If you guys go here, it's going to automatically allow you the opportunity to download. It's going to open. You click here, and now you guys have those specific prompts ready to go immediately to open up and download for yourselves. Cool. I'm going to repeat that, right? Just to make sure that everybody got that. So we're going back to it. So in your chat, again, I use the plus version. So whatever that gets me in terms of, again, I have no idea how much I pay. I pay like $7,000 in tech stacks. So if you guys go in your main page in the corner left, right under custom GPTs, which is not going to be this session, we're going to talk about it next session on how to create your own custom GPT. If you go under projects, under new project. So again, I'll use ours.
So let me ask you this. If you never organize the projects and you have all of your selections as I'm looking at his, and you say ChatGPT organize this into projects to summarize so he can bring.
I'm going to show you what I do. So if you have like past, like recent conversations, what you guys can do. So let me search a loan officer app design, right? And I could probably drop that.
That was for me, employee termination. So he was helping me out with something. Don't get nervous. Yeah. Somebody.
So let's go trying to find. Here you go. Marketing repost request, right? If you guys click on the corner right of a past chat, first you have to create the project, okay? So step one, create the project. If you go under your recents, because you guys have been using it, you guys can click on move to project and then name it in that specific project itself. Cool. Now, I suggest that although mine might seem like a lot, most of you guys know me, I should have like 100 projects, and I try to like restrict myself not to, because you don't want it to be way too much, right? So, and then again, you use it for personal, you use it for business, you use it for mastermind, and so on and so forth, right? Everybody's good? We figured that part out? Mark, you good? You getting there? All right, cool. So different examples, again, on the different projects that you could set up, like I went over. Oh, this is for the calendar. you guys can go here again back. And if you just search, I have, like I said, profitability, prompts. What else is something common that we talk about? Let's search content. All the different content stuff. So you guys remember when we did literally step by step on how to shoot content and what to shoot content about? Literally all here. So building all this, when we coded all this, it's so easy for us instead of being lost of where to go. You guys can have at least a starting advantage, and it will point you back to where we and when we discuss this stuff. Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Perfect. Mark, you good? Okay, great. So now, tasks and reminders. This part is so critical. Like you saw, we set up the calendar reminders, right? Everybody got that part? The calendar reminders? Your calendar is connected. What good is if your calendar is connected if you can't actually get reminded of what you have going on, right? You could set up also a one-time reminder. So remind me to call this person at this time, or remind me like we just did with Chucky, remind me every single day what I have going on. In this case, Chucky, you saw 7 a.m., right? The 7 a.m., what I have going on. It will essentially email you like what I call like a push notification, basically. So if I sit here and I search, well, look, you guys are actually doing what we're asking to. There it is. If I sit here and search my ChatGPT, you're going to see here, it's telling me this morning at 6 a.m., I got a busy day ahead, right? If I hit view message, it's going to take me to probably a project that I have named called calendar, and it's going to tell me everything that I have going on for that specific day, if it loads. Okay, so that's where the importance of the tasks, and you see how while it loads, you see how it comes in, right? There's also, how many of you guys see the little cheesy newsletter thing that the team puts up? It's like a little newspaper thing, right? We set it up for us and the team where when they click that, it automatically goes to me and my entire team with the content. The content is then taken from there and then put into Canva, which again can be automated, but I like how it looks. And now the team can immediately post it. Cool. Is everybody with me? We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. So if you go back to like theelevatoralliance.com, like the resource center, and if you search under resources, like under the strategy vault, there's like a search icon, whatever you want to call it, tab thing. Loading. Yeah.
With the prompts.
And just search resources by name, type in prompts. Prompt or prompts, probably prompt. Prompt, and it's going to give you all the different prompt that we've gone over. You're welcome. Everybody with me? We're good? We're good? Cool. Oh, this is still loading. I think the calendar one picked up. And it will remind you again the opportunity. So think about it. What do you guys normally get caught up in that you don't necessarily have the time to check in on, or you have to jump out and search from here and then go back and search from there? This is going to be done immediately for you with those task updates. Okay. And you will see here, I have even this email activity tells me not just my activity, but all of my loan officers, how many emails they're sending and how many emails that they're receiving. So when somebody comes to me and say, hey, I'm not making a lot of money. Well, fucker, you sent 10 emails last month. There's a reason why you're not making money, right? Accountability at its finest, especially when you guys are managing sales teams. Okay. There's reminders again of what you have going on with important conflicts. And the best part about this is all automated, right? Rising inventory, so on and so forth. How many email activities, 44 emails came in and all that fun stuff. Yes, yeah. So you set it up as it's like a push notification to the email. Yeah, so you set up the task, and it's so simple as just telling it, hey, as we said earlier, give me a reminder of my calendar by 6 a.m. of what I have. Give me a reminder of all the important things that are happening in the inspection world right now. Give me a whatever. And actually, I should have probably did it, but you guys can also do it now, is connect it with your email itself. So remember how we connected our Google Calendar? Let's go back and see, right? So if we go to, everybody remember how we did it, right? The main ChatGPT, go to your profile, settings, apps. You guys are experts. You don't need me. You go to explore your apps. Close this out. It's taking too long. Explore apps, and if I search Gmail right there, you see there's a check mark. So mine is obviously connected. Your Gmail is not connected. I suggest that you connect it, or Outlook, or whatever it is that you use. But your Gmail, you connect it, boom. And now you have the opportunity, if you want to get as analytical as we are, is tell me how many emails I received and how many emails I sent for the day, and send it to me by 5:01. Now, here's the part that hopefully it works. See if it works. So now I can go back and I'm asking it, how many events did I do last month in March 2026? Now you also have to obviously sit there and train. Yeah. See, sometimes because when you ask such a huge thing, especially in my world, I won't do it this one. I'll do it on a different time, but I'll share with you guys how you can go to your calendar and extract what's called the ICS from your Google Calendar, and it will extract all your events, and then you can upload it and it's more accurate for the data. But now you can do it. And so I had 284 events last week. So events count as meetings, client consultations, partner meetings. Can you categorize them by, let's say, categories? They'll understand what I'm saying. What's up?
Question. So I have like 18 different calendars that I
Mm-hmm.
one of them is a shared sheet that we do. Like,
Okay.
Like events, and so it's not a calendar, it's a shared sheet. Will it be able to pull from sheets too?
Like a Google Sheet? You could definitely connect Google Sheets with it too.
As a calendar almost. So it would look at how many things have been scheduled.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And it comes down to it, right? Like our team, we try to have an events calendar. I despise it. I'm not a fan because there's a lot of changes, right, that we do. So that's one of the things on my playbook is just automating everyone's calendar, and the way you do it the right way without really like jumping ahead, but is you would just make sure everybody stays consistent in labeling it. So when you're creating an event, you have to all caps locks event slash the event. So now when I build the data to pull it back to me, give me everything that came into my calendar, starting with the letters event. So like what I'm going to do for Gina when we sit down individually, because she doesn't use Google or Outlook, is we would do what's called Zapier, that connection.
Yeah.
And then I would get everything that pulls into her calendar from Apple. We would connect it with Google, and now I can connect Google that way. Right. So it's one of those ways you can circumvent it. But it's going to tell me most of the stuff came up with obviously my fitness, my health, what I dropped off, my client events, 55 to 65 meetings, and my partner events was 30 to 40. Now, if you really want to look into it, is how did I do in March 2025? This is where sometimes it gets a little iffy of going that far back with that much data, but it can compare it, right? And then now I can compare how many closings did I have in March, April of 2026, and how many closings did I have in March, April of 2025, and correlate between the two. And usually, most of the times, it's, I need you to tell me if I did well. I need you to tell me how many I had. I'm doing great. That's also the annoying part with chat, and I won't go over like Claude and some of the other stuff we have going on, but it's very like, whatever, like reiterating you, like I don't care. Like, just tell me. Yeah, it definitely gives you a little bit more emotions to it. But you guys see my point, right? That's why I wanted to start off today with like super basics of like collecting everything. And then each person's creativity based on your business can really start to spider web from there as to like what you guys track, if you guys track, and what are the KPIs that you guys can really look at, right? the way that I look at it, I think in any sales profession is the more activities that you guys do, the more events that you engage in, there's for some fucking magic reason, the more money that you make. It's just the nature of the beast. So if I have a loan officer who's doing 100 plus events and he's making X amount, and I have a loan officer who's done 20 events, guess who's complaining? Probably the one doing only 20 events. It's a direct correlation to it. So we'll wait for the 2025, right, to pull up, and then I'll kind of show you guys that analogy between the two. Is everybody good? Right? We connected our calendar. We connected our emails. Yep. We figured out the projects, right? We figured out how to do the projects. And then the tasks. The projects and the tasks part is so critical because connecting everything means nothing if you guys are not getting that data back to yourselves, right? Now, being able to take this and bring it back to your employees, right, is obviously just as important. Okay? So let me let this load up. And then the last thing, and I'll make sure that we get out. So this was one of our agendas that we spoke about last week at Washington, was obviously the importance of being found not just in person, but obviously on the internet. Most of our jobs is obviously, if you're pulling leads or you're running leads, it's consumer direct, right? You're running ads in order for people to find you. Now that things are shifting from that SEO world to the online world, AEO and GEO, you are basically like scored less. You're hurt if your volume doesn't match, if your information doesn't match. Where if you have Sabrina at Vitali and then Sabrina V at Vitali, that's going to hurt you. So it's super important that you guys make sure everything is matched. You should probably also have the same fucking company that you work for, not an old company you used to work for and you didn't update your LinkedIn. I can't tell you how many times where we've sat with referral partners and we run that audit for them, which is, again, the reason why we want you guys to have the one-on-one, because we could do that for you. You're like, oh, shit, I forgot I had that old page, or I forgot I had a realtor.com profile and it still shows ABC Realty instead of XYZ Realty, right? Super, super important. But one of the biggest parts, obviously, in our world, I talked about 50% of consumers, and I think it's probably more now, trust an AI more than human professionals, and only 12% actually trust professional advisors, right? And then you guys will see here the power of authenticity. But the 3-second clarity rule, you have, by the time somebody goes on your online profile, less than 3 seconds for somebody to be like, I mean, let's be honest, when you go on somebody's profile, you're like, dud, right? Like a Tinder, swipe left, swipe right. So you're like, you go on their Instagram, you're like, I don't even know what the fuck this person does. Next, right? You don't know. Oh, I'm a lender who services the entire country. Yeah, that means you're all over the place, right? Versus I'm a NJ mortgage lender. This person hyper focuses on New Jersey. Doesn't mean I don't do business elsewhere, but I'm focused on there. What is my job? My job is to help clients, realtors, and loan officers win. So now if I'm a client, I want to use you. If I'm a realtor, I want to use you. If I'm a loan officer, I want to work with you, right? Different fragmented profile. This is what I was just talking about, right? Where your names need to match. So if you're Chucky Hype and then you're Chucky, I don't even know your last Gookins. Actually, I do know you on a personal level, but that also sometimes hurts you. So but it's such a hard balance, right? Between that, right? So it's like when you want to stick with, if you're just running with Chucky Hype, everything should be Chucky Hype. It's a hard thing to do, especially because most of us, like, just like all of us, right? You fell into social media, right? We got Facebook because that was a thing to do in college. And then it blew up into Instagram, LinkedIn, so on and so forth, right? So there's a thing that I want us to remember called NAPWJ. So name, address, phone number, website, and job title. This part is super, super important. You want to make sure your name matches out everywhere, not just with your personal name, but your business name too. So a lot of times, right, you guys only see me rep Got Mortgages, right? My institution umbrella where I do my mortgages through is PRMG, but it's Got Mortgages everywhere, right? So an identical name, if you're running with a DBA like we do, PRMG, DBA under the NMLS, PRMG Got Mortgages, has to match everywhere. Your address location is another one. Sometimes people forget about a random Yelp profile that you created and it's pulling an old address that you used to work out of, right? And it is a pain in the ass to get them off, right? especially if you left a company and you're going to a new company, realtors, never create a business account with your brokerage's emails. Never do that, because once you do, you're screwed. Because chances are the second that you're terminated or you quit, they shut you off right away because they want to save the $8.12 because your Gmail account. And if you have that old email, you're screwed. And I guarantee you that if they call that number, random broker is going to pick up the phone and give it to one of their agents. And now not only are you getting hurt for not being online, but you're also losing a potential prospect. Phone number, obviously. I know some of us have like a personal cell phone and some of us have a business line, right? Make sure you guys do. If you use a business line, obviously in today's day and age, you have Ring Central, you have this, you have that. You can always reroute it. Nobody needs to know, right? But have one number online. So if you're promoting yourself online, there should be one phone number online, right? Obviously the website, staying consistent on the website side and making sure not one of those cut and paste websites, right? Those 6-7 websites that I showed you guys that we created it on vacation. So it does not take that much of a time, right? We just helped Marco create one of his websites for one of his companies. Took us a little bit, but it was done, right? So now it's done. Now you can share it. Now it's easier to get found. Now we build it off of what's called schema and SEO. So now you can actually be found online, right? And then obviously your job title, right? Whatever regulation you have, but stay consistent as your job title. I won't go into the foundational audit side, just this side. So again, on your websites, guys, right? The importance of the content, and your content should capture right away. We've talked time and time again about blogs, right? How many of us have started to write blogs on our websites? Perfect, right? Guys, now with chat, 100%. Blogs is probably one of the most powerful ways in today's digital age with AI that it finds you. And your blog should be FAQ style too. So I think I've shared with some of you guys before. If you go to our website and you go under blogs, our team posts a minimum of 1 to 2 blogs a day. And this one is, can AI help you get pre-approved for a mortgage? And you'll see. And then it's always FAQs. Does AI approve mortgages automatically? Can AI replace a mortgage broker? These are questions that people are asking.
But these are blogs that are generated by AI?
Yes. So great question. So there's a specific prompt that I've given to us before when we've talked about there, how you educate the AI platform, how to give it to you where it doesn't look like it's AI generated. So you have to task it to make it optimized for AEO, GEO, SEO, remove all the EM dashes. You guys know what that is? Where people, when somebody does something on chat, because it's just dash, 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 dash. You can go right now in your chat, and I recommend you do, is say, moving forward, when you guys create me something online, do not put any EM dashes and no run-on sentences. And it will remember that. So now when you guys go, you don't have to sit there and correct it or recreate it. It's all updated immediately for you. Okay. So blogs is super, super important to get caught online. Another big one is the Google My Business profile, right? Very, very important because that's what's picking you up. And did you guys know on your Google My Business profile, there's a section here under updates. So your Google My Business profile, you want to put as many pictures as possible, right? How many of us usually do when we go to look at a restaurant? We sometimes pick, usually off of, if you guys are like me, the number of reviews, right? Let's be honest. And then you usually filter based off of like maybe the pictures, right? If it's a restaurant that has like, I don't know, 2-3 pictures, I don't know, it might be on the bottom of the list. Rather than if I click and I see a lot of photos of activity, a lot of photos of the dishes, a lot of photos of the stuff, I might be inclined to want to pick that person, right? And not just the human consumer, the AI process itself, right? The phone number is not my personal cell phone. The phone number is the office line because that is what is consistent on all of our marketing material, right? It's going to pull all of our things. Another part, if you guys have a Google My Business profile, is do you have a product section built in there too? If you don't, make sure you guys do. This is a lot of the stuff also too, guys, that tonight, you guys know we're having a branding event with Mark and Renee. I'm sure Renee is going to bring up a lot of this stuff too, right? Talking about the Google My Business profile and talking about some of the different strategies of how you can be found. Am I doing good, Renee?
You are. You are.
All right, good. So now when you guys click it, right, what do you guys do? So if you do kitchens, bathrooms, and whatever the fuck, right, vanities and this and that, have that as a product for each thing, right? If you do entertainment, so on and so forth, right? And then this is important too. So this is called updates in Google My Business profile. The same blogs that you guys are putting on your website, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, and on your LinkedIn should also go on your Google My Business profile as an update. Cool? Yeah. So now when you click it, it's going to route, hey, can AI help you? So on and so forth. And then you could push it back. Where are you always going to push back to? Your website. Right? So everything feeds off of your website. And then obviously add your social media icons and all that fun stuff. Right? Yes.
I think I know the answer to this, but can we connect our social media to ChatGPT for the content that it's creating for it to post?
For chat to post for you?
Yeah.
No. Chat will not post for you. Claude will.
Well,
And I won't even get into that.
no.
But Claude, you could build out AI agents, which is what we've done to do the posting. So if you guys go to our Instagram, so our team Instagram, right? Not like my personal one, but our team Instagram. This is all getting posted by AI, by Claude.
For the $20 a month version? Does that?
No, I spend
gotta
like
do that.
fucking $500.
Yeah,
Yeah, because of all the credits and stuff.
Right.
Abdel, Claude is posting all these
Yep.
posts?
Yep. You got to build out the AI agent, and then it will connect it within it and then post it directly through it.
You figured this stuff out.
Fucking up so many times,
Yeah.
figuring it out along the way. Yeah.
I feel like I know a little bit about it. This is like
Yeah,
this is next level.
Yeah.
It's like
There's a lot.
dozen different
People
things.
are prompted to do a lot.
Oh yeah, especially on Claude. And this is the stuff I was avoiding to do on the Claude side until like 3 weeks ago when we went on vacation. And then once I got into it, guys, I literally have, and we talk about our calendar so much. I literally have time blocked in my calendar, time to code. So literally every night, 7 to 10, it's there for me blocked out to code because I know if I do it during the day, I'm fucked. But yeah. Cool. Anybody have any questions? We're good, right on the time. So I'm going to recap it again, right? If you go to our calendar, everybody connected it. If you did not have the opportunity to connect it, book a time, right? Go to theelevatealliance.com. Right over here. Do it on. I don't know why I keep putting up the cookies on this one, but if you go here and you go to book a session, you guys will be able to book a one-on-one time with us and we'll go over some strategies. Another part, you guys remember when I would create this for you guys, the one pager, the housing link? So as it loads, when you hit dashboard, it's going to take you guys to that same one pager. We will continue sticking to that page where everything is organized if this thing wants to load. But while that loads, right? And then you'll be able to go through all the different stuff in here that you have the opportunity to pull it. If you go to resources, I don't know if it's going to make me log in again. No. So everything that we just went over, right, broken down, the attachments that I was pulling out from our Google Drive can all be found under resources. Okay. Yeah, here you go. So 2026, we scroll down to 421, which is today. Everything that we just went over, guys, is all in here. What we'll do is when we'll recap, as I always do, I'll drop it in the AI summaries in here so you guys have it. And then we'll drop it here along with the videos. So you guys will be able to reference it later or go back to some of this stuff. Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Was this easier than before with me just fucking talking for the whole time
Yeah. I like when you hold my hand and walk. me
and do it.
through
Yeah.
Like this, look at.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna stop, and then we'll take it from there. Anybody have any questions? We're good. We're good.
That was great, Abdel. Thank you so
Cool.
much.
Awesome. And again, I said it before. We have an event tonight at 6:00. Again, it's no cost. It's with Mark from Royal Stitch, Renee with Social Trends, and myself, kind of tying it all in. So please feel free to stop by 6 to 9 Bonefish in Brick. And yeah, appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Abdel.
I hope I was recording for this, by the way.
Oh, so.